Today, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg is expected to give more details about that high-view house filled with dangerous chemicals. The mayor has already said that home on Applegate Lane was a hoarder's house and filled with so much debris, which is making the removal unsafe for crews. WHAS11's Doug Profit looked into how emergency officials plan to destroy the home.
Our Sky 11 drone is moving to the left. You are looking at a neighbor's home. As we move further to the left, you see the home owned by Mark Hibble, which will be set on fire by the city.
We want a hot fire, for a while, maybe a few hours it would be at the hottest to consume the chemicals that are in there.
There's a Metro police cruiser in Hibble's driveway, and a large fence surrounds the entire end of the block. The Hibble house is hidden by trees. The house you see right next door, so close, is the home he does not own, but that's where police say he was living as a squatter. Now let's take you up the driveway of Hibble's house and into the backyard. Around the garage, you can see the junk and other debris.
And a lot of it is household, just normal household products, but along with those chemicals. But like I said, the dwelling itself and the components and the building materials themselves are going to burn, and they're going to off-gas and put out some smoke itself.
When the fire is set, what's around the house? Here's the best look yet. You see the home with a pool that has some separation from the Hibble house. Then you'll see Hibble's home, the neighboring home where he lived. Then the Sky 11 drone crosses Maple Hill Road, and you see another large house. Here's why neighbors are understandably concerned. Let's look from his back door, the people who live behind Hibble's home. It's a mix of older and newer homes.
We're going to do everything we can to keep not only the community but our responders safe. And if and when there's a possible evacuation that takes place, we'll make sure that we go out as far as we think we need to go out due to the conditions that we have that day.
And now let's do the same right out his front door. Looking right across the street, you'll see several more homes, and they wrap around the entire end of the block. When the fire starts, here's a skyline treetop view for you. The fire will be visible in many areas of town that day.
It's like I said, it's one of those things you just want to be able to control it the best you can, and Mother Nature is going to be one of those ways that we have to control it. We've just got to wait for that perfect day.
Yeah.
The planning for incinerating 6213 Applegate Lane is underway.
We are going to take our time. We're going to do the right plan.
An approach to a crime scene that has never been tried or done before in Louisville. Doug Profit, WHAS 11 News.
And we still do not have a date on when that house will be set on fire. Mayor Greenberg plans to update the public today at 1 o'clock. You can watch his live updates on our digital platforms. We did dig into the suspect, Mark Hibble's past and those citations on that house he owned. We found code violations dating back to 2012 with citations and fees totaling close to $1,000. Inspectors had been able to be at that Applegate Lane house more than 20 times, with the most recent on July 24th. City officials told us only exterior inspections were done, which is why it took so long to find out what was happening inside that house. Further inspections began last month after finding junk and tree debris piled in the yard. And as of now, Hibble still has more than $12,000 of liens on his home. Another member of Manual's football coaching staff has been removed from their position. Ronnie Stoner, the brother of suspended head coach Donnie Stoner, is no longer the assistant coach. According to JCPS, the district reassigned Ronnie to a bus compound where he will not have contact with students. Donnie Stoner, who was a credit recovery teacher at Manual, was removed as head coach last month before he was arrested on sex abuse charges Monday. Investigators say he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old student. He's pleaded not guilty. Now his brother Ronnie Stoner is not facing any charges. And a former Bullitt East High School coach is accused of sexual misconduct. Mount Washington police say Brian Davis showed a nude photo of himself to 14 and 15-year-old girls while coaching a soccer camp back in June. Davis was reassigned from Bullitt East about a month later. He was arrested Wednesday and charged with 4 counts of distribution of obscene material to minors. A JCPS bus driver is recovering after being involved in that serious head-on collision. It happened just before noon yesterday in the Belknap neighborhood. The initial LMPD investigation shows a pickup truck suddenly swerved into the path of a bus and collided with it. According to JCPS, the bus driver was practicing his run ahead of the first day of school, so police said no kids were on board. The truck driver had to be extricated from the vehicle. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. That bus driver was also taken to the hospital. Well, this comes as the new school year for Jefferson County families starts in less than a week. And for many, busing is still a big concern. Some parents, like Emily Flowers, do not know where their bus stop is or how their kids will get there. The JCPS Bus Finder online lists no stop for her 7th grader. Flowers says the middle school sent a letter saying there is a stop on the other side of the neighborhood. It's a little under a half-mile walk, but her son would have to trek down a busy road with no sidewalks. Flowers requested a new bus stop with JCPS, the district saying it has received thousands of bus stop request forms in the first week since those new routes were announced.
We have teams right now, they worked dawn to dusk over the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, to address families who have put in this bus stop request form. We'll continue to do that up until the first day of school.
JCPS, as you might know, consolidated its routes on July 24th so it could fully staff them. The district hopes this plan will prevent bus riders getting to school multiple hours late and missing class. A JCPS spokesperson did tell us they've been reviewing the Flowers family request and do plan to add a new bus stop closer to home. Well, today, JCPS cut the ribbon on its new Hudson Middle School in West Louisville. This building may look familiar. It's the former home of Wheatley Elementary, but underwent significant renovations to make this happen. Among many of the new changes hitting the district this year is the new school choice, allowing students to decide whether to attend school closer to home, which wasn't always an option. Right now, 300 students have chosen to attend Hudson Middle. It is the first day back to class for students at Bardstown City Schools. Take a look at these photos from Wednesday's opening day ceremony for staff members. The district is made up of 5 schools, the newest one being Bardstown Elementary, which wrapped up construction last summer. We caught up with the superintendent, Dr. Ryan Clark, who anticipates a smooth transition into the school year. And as for the teacher shortages so many districts are dealing with, he says Bardstown has remained mostly in the clear.
Really fortunate here at Bardstown City Schools. Teachers, when they come, they tend to stick around and often retire from this very district.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a couple of holes, but they are to fill single-digit issues.
And as for buses, Dr. Clark said families should anticipate a few bus delays during the first few days back, which is standard, and students and staff should be able to get used to that routine.